But we get sometimes, you get opportunities, don't you, to sort of realise how much you do understand each other. And I got this phone call, after all the sport relief things, I got a phone call around about May. And he said, John, he's from Sport Relief, he said, David Cameron's office phoned up and they've said, would you go down to 10 Downing Street and have a photograph with all the other people from Sport Relief? And I said, no. And they said, why? And I said, because I think he's a prick. And he said, well, that's a little bit harsh. I said, well, I do every time I see him with his shiny head and his straight nose, talking about austerity when he's got freaking multi-millions in the bank and he went to Eton, and then he goes to Cambridge and all his mates. I said, every time I see him on the telly with his straight nose, which proves he's never been punched in the face. And I don't trust anyone who's never been punched in the face. So I said, no, I don't want to meet him, not interested. So he went, oh, well, you weren't really expecting that, but thank you, put the phone down. So I said, you know when you think you've done something, you think, that's fucking great, that. I'll phone me dad. So I phoned me dad, I said, Dad, never believe what's just happened. I've just been invited to go down to 10 Downing Street to meet Dave Cameron. I told him just offer it. And he went, you knobhead. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, how arrogant do you think you are? He said, it's not about you. It's about everyone. It's about an opportunity. He said, no one in our family has ever had an opportunity to go to 10 Downing Street. No one on our estate has had an opportunity to go to 10 Downing Street. People like us don't get that chance. We never get a chance to walk through those doors. He said, you need to go down there and you need to go on behalf of everybody, on behalf of all the people like us, on behalf of all the people who've never had a chance, never had an opportunity to cross that threshold. You need to go down to 10 Downing Street. When you're in there, nick something. Some little, dead funny, we can put it behind the bar in the pub. Oh, don't nick that. It'll be a laugh. I thought, all right, Dad, I will. I went down in a new suit with a red tie, so we knew where I stood. We walked in, we went to 10 Downing Street. When you get there, there's gates at the door, there's police by the gates. I just said, hello, I've come to see the Prime Minister. They said, how have you? Well, thank you for coming. I said, thank you, that's very pleasant. They said, yeah, you have a pleasant day. I said, that's very pleasant. It was dead easy, just walk in. Can't see what's hard about it, to be perfectly honest. I mean, admittedly, I didn't have a bike and I'm not a cop, but that's slightly different.